Welcome to the PSNORKIS podcast, a show with real topics discussed by real people with real opinions and tempered with a real sense of humour. Now here are your two PSNORKISers. Or is it PSNORKI? Screw it. Here are your hosts, Dr. Myke and the Madman.
Greetings, fellow PSNORKI. 'Tis I, the Madman, and yes, it sounds a little different today, doesn't it? It's different music. It's kind of reminiscent of almost like one of those pre-battle scenes when they're gathering all the troops together in a Transformers movie. You expect to hear Optimus Prime and all the others, and there's a reason for that. It's because this week's show is coming to you from the place where you would find the Transformers and a lot of other cool things, including Harry Potter. Yes, this week we're coming to you from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. And with me is sitting next to me on my right is my lovely wife, also our producer, Miss Petey. Hello, my dear.
Hello, PSNORKIS friends.
And we're doing things a little differently this time. Besides the fact, like I said, this is coming from Universal. Since I'm the one with all the toys, I'm the one that knows how to do this. I'm the one here with all the equipment and all the rest of the people that are still back at home. Why, guess what? They are on the phone lines, which I think just dropped for some reason. Hello? You guys there?
We lost them both?
I can hear you. I'm here.
Okay.
I think we lost Rocket.
Lose Rocket?
You lost Rocket? Well, I feel like I'm there with you guys anyway.
Oh, there you are.
It dropped the call. I don't know what happened. It just dropped it.
Huh, that's odd. Yeah, because I was just coming in to let you guys,
to
introduce you,
everybody. And
all of a sudden, I'm like, why is my phone ringing? Oh, wait, hey, it hung up.
That's what Rocket thinks of you guys.
Well, after 50 years, I'd hang up on me, too. 48 years.
Yeah,
48
I don't
years.
blame her.
48 years. We're not that old yet.
Nice.
That's right. Keep telling us that.
so, sorry for the glitches, folks.
Well, we are
now.
like I said, we're doing it differently. We are doing the main part of the show from Universal Studios with the equipment, and you guys who are still back home are coming in through the phone lines. So it's like sort of like a reverse remote situation.
Yeah.
But
it's awesome, and we're coming to you from 32 degrees. So that's awesome.
yes, you know what? I didn't ask you that before we started. Yeah, what's the temperature like out there?
Did you get snow?
It's 28 here in lovely downtown Easton, actually for lovely downtown Forks Township. We had snow yesterday morning when I got up.
Yeah, same.
And I was actually up north in Tobyhanna today in a recording studio.
Aha.
And it was snowing.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I
the
bet you guys
Poconos
don't
has
miss
snow.
that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And out in Western PA, they got several inches of
Yes,
snow.
they did.
Where our son is.
Yep.
So.
Oh, no, he was happy because he's a hunter.
Right. Yeah, he was. It was.
So
hunting.
snow's a good thing for hunting.
He didn't get
things I
anything,
wouldn't-
but whatever.
The things I wouldn't do for a couple of inches.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
And just like that. How long? Let me look here. What?
Somebody's
4
out
minutes
hunting.
and 33 seconds, and the show went to crap.
He's hunting, all right.
Right to the gutter. I
Not a
love
Disney
it.
podcast.
That's right. It's a Universal podcast, not a Disney podcast.
Listen,
Either way, it's family.
my mind is not in the gutter. It is on the curb waiting for a ride.
On the curb waiting for a ride. That's good. I never heard that. Oh, I'm having that. I like that. I'm so having that.
You just picture my dirty little mind sticking its thumb out, pick me up.
Now, mind you, these people down here, as far as they're concerned, they're having freezing weather too, because it's kind of been in the 50s and low 60s since
So
we've
they're
been
running
here.
around with their winter coats on.
These people
They
look
are,
like
yeah.
freaking Eskimos, man.
Yep.
Oh my God! These are like, oh my God, it's so cold down here. I'm like, really? How can you just stand there in shorts? I'm like this. I'm like, it's not that hard when you come from real cold weather. Well,
Yeah.
where are you from? Pennsylvania. Oh, it gets cold up there, doesn't it? I'm like, that's kind of the point of this conversation. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
They usually cringe because they know Pennsylvania's so close to New Jersey.
They
And they're
usually
like, oh, God, you're by
cringe.
Jersey.
Well, here's
Yeah.
here's the thing. Both of these resorts, both Universal and Disney, have a quote unquote
Jersey
week.
A whole week.
Oh, that's
A whole
terrible.
week where it's almost
that's
all
terrible.
Jersey.
Oh, what a waste.
I can tell you for a fact it is, because we were accidentally down here one time because we didn't know.
Oh, and it's
Did
so
they pre-screen
obvious.
you by your accent or what?
Yeah. And somehow we
Jeez.
managed to get through.
Oh my, that was rough.
And everybody has Jersey accents. Everybody.
And everybody's rude.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
they are. It's terrible.
It was different.
It's like a home away from home.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So don't ever
Also,
go for
I'm-
Jersey week.
Yeah, I never will. Trust me. I'm super excited and anxious to hear about your trip so far. Want to hear all about it.
Oh, well, yeah.
I hear all the
we'll be
things.
telling you that. We're going to do a quick history lesson, though.
I love history. Nice, dude.
And this one is because
Uh-oh.
it's thematic, because we're at a theme park. We are going to, our Petey's going to give you a quick history lesson on Universal Studios.
And it's
Orlando.
really appropriate because up until
Nice.
today, I didn't know any history on Universal.
Neither did I. I hadn't looked it up either.
To go back for the history, I have to actually go back to Walt Disney, believe it or not. And Walt Disney's first creation was called Oswald the Rabbit. I'm not sure if you guys know that. But unfortunately, he didn't own the rights to it. Universal Studios did.
Because he was working for Universal at the time.
Yeah. And he tried to get the rights for his creation, and they wouldn't allow him to have it. So he was mad, and he left. And that's when he created Mickey Mouse. And he swore then nobody would ever own the license to his creative property from then on. So there was a rivalry right there. And then back after, I think it was in the early 70s when they built Disney World down here.
Yes.
So it was not until the late 80s that Universal Studios, who had a theme park in California, wanted to put one in Florida to go right up against Disney and try to get some of the tourist dollars that they were creating. So they were going to go against Disney. And they needed a partner, so they brought in somebody called Michael Eisner, and they showed him the plans and what they wanted to do, and he actually turned it down. But weirdly enough, this Michael Eisner guy soon went to work for Disney. Yeah, and he took over the reins of Disney. So he knew what was coming. And here's the other thing. There was a group called Reedy Creek Improvement District. It's a quasi-governmental agency. And they're the ones that give all the permits for new construction in the area. And Disney controls them. So they were able to get all the clearances to go ahead and build, and they had MGM Studios done before Universal Studios ever got up and running, even though Universal had a big head start.
Oh, wow.
So there was this conflict from the beginning with them. They were always going back and forth.
That's how Disney Studios, Disney Hollywood Studios, which they call it now,
Yeah, it was
got its start, was
Hollywood
because
Studios.
they knew what was coming with Universal and wanted to get there first, so they came up with their own version.
Yep.
That's like a Hatfield and McCoy.
Kind
Oh
of, yeah.
boy, it is.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Though oddly enough, now there are several things that are here at Universal that Disney now technically owns. For example, The Simpsons. The Simpsons
there's a
is
big
now
part there.
owned by but is now owned by Disney, and because it's been here for so long, Disney has no plans on doing a Simpsons.
Yeah, I don't
thing
think you
over
can
there.
include a Simpsons park over in Disney anywhere. I don't think that would fit in
Right.
with the theme there.
So they say, okay, you can keep it. You're just going to, pay us a licensing fee for it. Because let's face it, we know Disney is perfectly happy to collect a bunch of money for nothing at all.
Sure, but if you're getting paid already, why do anything?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, and you
Yeah,
figure
that's cool.
there's a lot of Marvel characters here. Spider-Man,
Yeah, all
Captain
of them.
America,
The Hulk.
the Hulk, all sorts of stuff here that is now technically owned by Disney. So it's just a question of, well, they're just collecting licensing fees now. They actually came to an agreement where they're both happy. So.
And now everybody's happy that visits either place.
I wonder when Disney's going to buy out Universal. That'll be next.
I don't think
Why not?
so. I'm sure that they'll want to. I'm sure
I
that they'd
don't
want to.
know.
I don't think it would ever happen.
So Disney is
You buy out your
expanding.
competition.
Except the problem is that Universal itself, the actual Universal Corporation that still does movies and stuff like that, they're bigger than Disney is themselves.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Good point.
Yeah.
That's good for competition, don't you think?
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it keeps
Yeah.
you looking for the up and coming talents and new ideas and new takes on how things works, and it the competition is good for employment, etc. It's financially very good for them to be in competition with each other.
It is.
Yes.
Well, I had. I know people that go down there, and there's very strict line. They're either Disney people or they're Universal people.
Oh, so we're the
And
weirdos.
No. I like them both.
Yeah, me too.
But everyone I know is like, oh, I don't go to Disney, or oh, I don't go to Universal.
It does seem
You
to
know,
be that
it's-
with a lot of the people that live down here. But I'll tell you what, when you come to the park and you look around, you see a lot of people
Truth.
were walking around with
Yeah.
Disney shirts here in Universal
And ears
and
and-
vice versa.
yeah.
Matter of fact, a few years ago when we were at Disney, did not we see two people wearing wizard robes
Yeah, we did.
around
In Disney.
In
Yes.
Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause we laughed a little bit
Yeah.
at them because we're like, I think they forgot where they are.
they're lost. They're from
Yeah.
Jersey. It's Jersey.
They're from
week.
Jersey. It was Jersey week. You're right. That's
But
what happened.
yeah, a lot of the people that come to these places, they wear clothing from each other. There's even a couple of crossover ones where they have taken the the Disney shirt, the one with the castle on it and all the little magic stuff around it, Tinkerbell. So
Put Harry Potter wizards
and-
flying around it.
no, but close. You're quite close. They switched the Castle from Disney to the Hogwarts Castle on the shirt.
And witches flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
So yeah, you have that shirt. So there's a lot of people that like both. But you're right. I noticed that a lot of people that live down here definitely take one side or another.
I just think it's good to be open to all creative avenues.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
So
And have an appreciation.
I just realized because of the little technical glitch with the phone, I forgot to tell you. Of course, we got the dock on by phone, and we've got Rocket on. You
didn't
who you
finish
listen
the
to. I never got a
introductions.
chance to because we had a call drop just as I wasn't going to go back and restart the recording just for that. That's little stuff. We'll just work through it.
Mine.
So
Good stuff.
speaking of creative, last night, and obviously they only do this at this time of year. It's easy.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, what's he going to tell us? What were they doing creative last
Those
night?
creative days at my age are long gone, trust me. My idea of being creative is staying up past 9 and finding unique ways to keep myself awake. But
Toothpicks under the eyelids.
so we saw there's nightly right now during this time of a parade, like a miniature Macy's Day type of parade. The Macy's Thanksgiving parade through the park. And let me tell you
Still
what.
going on?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's cool. It was wow. Uh-oh.
Oh, you okay?
Wait. Oh, you're killing her. Stop it.
I'm
Doesn't like that
I'm trying
story.
not to laugh. I'm just imagining people parading through the park.
No.
Yeah, there was a parade of people through the park before the parade started.
Yeah. That looked more like a Disney parade because every damn one of them looked goofy.
Oh boy.
But
Or dopey.
Or dopey.
Yeah.
But once the actual parade started, I mean, they had the big balloon characters. You know, they have like 20 people holding them down with ropes and stuff.
Really?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it was like
that would have been cool.
it was
was
like
awesome.
being in New York on Thanksgiving Day.
Wow, that's
It was
And it's
incredible.
sponsored by Macy's too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is cool.
it goes on every night
Until January 2nd.
till January 2nd.
It was
Oh, wow.
wonderful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
It was.
Yeah.
And maybe next year we'll get to see that.
Oh,
That would
God, that'd be
awesome.
great.
It
We'll
all
have to
depends
go.
on what time we go.
Yeah,
right.
we'd have to go for the holiday season then.
Yeah. We'll just plan it after Thanksgiving. That's all.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could do it
Be
that
cool.
way. That's like,
Yeah, I mean,
we'll
if
talk
you're-
all about that stuff, when we get back.
Yeah. If you're saying the crowds are low at that time, that's when we'll go.
So far,
they
it
are
seems to be.
starting today. This
Today,
would be
I'll
good,
let you
yeah.
know the rest of the week how it goes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That parade lasted an hour, close to an hour as well. It was
Wow.
awesome.
It's a very good. It's a very
There was
good
one
parade.
float after another,
Yeah.
and not shows, dancers in between the floats. They had different like I don't
With the
remember. Do you
music,
remember?
different characters?
Yeah.
Some on stilts. Some.
Yeah.
They had these couple of women in like these. It looked like almost like the big.
I know. Don't look at me. I don't know how to
those
describe
gowns. Those like bell gowns.
like a big
But they were actually.
a southern belle.
Yeah, but they were actually up high on this thing that didn't look like their dress, but they were obviously on like a motorized skid, gliding around. They weren't actually walking; they were actually gliding around, and it was just so cool.
Oh,
Just-
it was.
A Barbie cake on wheels.
Yeah,
It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Just
It
so
was
much
so
fun.
awesome.
yeah, that's something to look forward to. Actually, it'd be awesome. Did that go out there, like onto City Walk, or just in the park?
No, it's
That's
just in the park.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
just
cool.
in the main part of the
It
park.
went around the entire park, though. That's why it was so long. It
Oh,
started
wow.
at
Do they-
one point and went the entire way around.
So are they decorated for the holidays as
Oh
well?
my goodness!
Everything's
Everything
decorated.
has the wreaths.
Did you
and the
go to
garlands.
bed and wake up and it was decorated?
No, it was already when we got here because
Yeah, it
I
was.
guess they do it just in time for. I guess they consider Thanksgiving as part of Christmas.
Right. That's the same way in Disney. We had gone the week before Thanksgiving, and I think by Friday, we had gone to bed on Friday night and woke up Saturday morning, and everything was up. All the trees were up and decorated. It was wild to me.
Yes.
It's like,
Oh,
it's
wow.
like having little.
It's like
having
magic.
little elves.
Yes,
That happened to us another
That
trip
happened-
when we were
happened
at
to us
Disney.
Disney along.
We were
about
there-
4 or 5 years ago.
It
yes.
was Halloween. We
Yep,
woke
all
up the next
pumpkins
morning,
and everything were up, and
it was Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Crazy, right?
It was.
Yep.
It was insane. It was the most wonderful thing. It really was like magic.
And the
That's
reason
such a
we
cool
knew
place
something was
down there.
going on, the reason we knew what was going on when we were in Disney was when we woke up, all you could smell in our hotel was gingerbread.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, they
So when
pumped it
we-
in. That's cool.
No, actually, there was a light, like a booth downstairs that you could get in and out of. That was like a life-size gingerbread house that sold
Holy
gingerbread
cow.
cookies out of it. So they were actually baking in the
Gosh.
the downstairs in the open area on the bottom floor of the hotel.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Awesome. Yeah,
Oh wow, that's cool.
the holidays are a good time to go down there.
It is.
Yeah,
Gingerbread
I've never
smells
been there
lovely.
For the holidays. Yeah. All right, next year we're doing it.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Little guy's going to have a great time.
Oh man, he's ready too. You know, he's
Good.
always ready. Are you guys going to Disney at all?
No.
No, not this time.
Okay, so when we go back,
We'll
Star Wars.
take one day and
Yeah,
we'll go do
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll buzz over to Disney.
We
for Star
haven't been
Wars.
to Star Wars since
No.
they've opened the Galaxy's
Yeah,
Edge.
I was trying to get my connection down there to do it, and he's dragging his feet. But for next time when we go, it's definitely going to be squared away. you guys, we'll talk about it when you get back.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
that's
Yeah,
sounds
we've got a
good.
year.
I definitely want to experience that with you because that's super awesome.
And I want
Really
you
enjoy
to.
that.
And I want to show you all around the Harry Potter stuff now that you're watching the movies and see how cool it is.
We found some girls. Yeah, we found some girls.
I don't go. That was a vacation.
And I wasn't even looking either.
Yeah.
At breakfast this morning, we were sitting next to two girls. It was their first time there. We were eating breakfast at Leaky Cauldron.
At the Leaky Cauldron.
Nice.
And
nice.
of course, like we're in our robes, and he's all decked out.
Yeah,
he looks,
I had my
he's
hat,
Mr.
my wizard hat on, everything. Yeah, I look like I should be teaching at Hogwarts.
Yeah,
really.
well, he was giving
With
them
my
a class.
gray hair and everything.
Nice.
Well, she was taking, she was like trying to take a quick little picture with her camera, and she's trying to like twist around in her seat and everything. I said, hi, excuse me, you can get up and take pictures here. They don't mind at all. If you ask them, they'll let you in just about anything to take pictures of. She goes, really? I said, oh yeah. I said, they're very friendly with that around here, so please go ahead. And she's like, oh, that's so cool. And she disappeared for about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
taking
she was gone a
pictures.
while.
Let's think about that. That's like free advertising with
Well,
all
exactly.
all the social media outlets that we've got. You post pictures. I'm here. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm seeing. It's like free advertisement for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
It really
yeah,
is.
for sure. Yeah.
They'll, they have rides like Escape from Gringotts. All right, if you've seen Harry Potter, Gringotts is the Goblin Bank. All right, you go in there and dude, there are goblins up in those high desks lining the place, and they're animatronic. They move and everything, and it looks like the Bank of Gringotts in the movie.
See, I didn't go. We didn't see that.
Right? No, you wouldn't
We
have.
didn't see that. Yeah.
Now, when you go through these rides, because they're roller coasters, they do make you put like your cameras and anything that can move around. You have to put in a locker. The lockers are free for the length of the. You put the locker and claim it after the ride. It doesn't cost you anything. But if you want to take pictures in there, all you have to do is go up and tell them, "Look, I'm not getting on the ride right now. I just want to take some pictures of this stuff inside. Is
Because
that okay?"
it's so beautiful
They're like,
inside.
"Oh yeah, here's what you're going to do. Go on in there, take your time, take your pictures, keep going like you're going through the line. But then at this point, and they tell you exactly where it is, just tell them, the person standing there, I wanted to take pictures and I need to exit, and they'll let you out the side exit."
That's cool.
They are so cool. I have so many good pictures here from the first time we were here
Yeah.
because I did that, and they are just so nice and
We went
so
through Hogwarts
accommodating.
Castle that way, and we
Yeah.
got a bunch of really nice pictures.
Because the detail on the things that they do is just incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited. Now you guys are doing both sides.
Yes.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, Islands of
like Islands of
Adventure
Adventure,
and
yeah.
Islands of
Universal.
Adventure and Universal.
Yeah.
All right, so you're riding back and forth between the two.
Yeah, because you can take the Hogwarts
Hogwarts
Express, and it goes
Yeah, see,
from
we
one to
didn't
the
do
other.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad
you
you
have
didn't.
to have
I
a
want
double park pass.
Yeah,
for
you do have to
that.
have the double park pass
Yeah.
because you're going from one to the other.
Yeah, no, he'll like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
He'll like that. Yeah.
And there's a little, it's a thing that plays out on the train. That's all I'm going to say that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
And
show
and
on the
and
train.
it's different going each way.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, really?
So if you go one way, don't think that, okay, we've done that. No. You want to come back the other way because there's another one on the way back.
Nice.
So, did you book your own stuff, or do you use somebody to do that for you?
Oh hell no, I do
Oh,
my
no.
own.
Yeah, she does that herself. She's actually very good at
I
finding
don't
little
like
deals and
these
stuff like that.
tours and stuff. Like I don't want somebody telling me at 9:00 I have to be here doing this.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
about that.
Either.
I can figure it
Move
out
at your own
myself.
pace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And she finds
So-
really good deals for us too because she's always looking.
Nope. Now you know how that's going to work. Petey, our travel agent.
Basically,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
because she finds some good stuff. It's nothing. She's just good at that. She's just good at it.
Well, thank you. Thank
you
you for
are.
the confidence, the vote of confidence there.
We're putting you to the test next year.
I
You have
know.
1 year.
He's putting the
Yeah,
weight of
because-
the world on my
Yeah,
shoulders.
because next year it's going to be more than just you and I.
I've already yelled at him for this, by the way.
Well, how many of us do you think there will be?
Actually, probably.
Honestly,
3.
3 of us.
Yeah, actually, I think it's going to be
Four.
the 4 of us and your little one.
Yeah,
at this
that's
point.
what I'm thinking too. Yeah, well, if we talk everyone else into it, but who knows? Life gets in the way sometimes.
Because Miss Kitty, she keeps saying that last time she came down this way, she didn't have any fun, so she doesn't really want to do it. I'm like, well, that's because you went with your family. Now you got to come with our family, and we'll show you how it's supposed to be done.
I can't imagine being down there and not having a good time.
I can't either.
I just can't imagine it.
You can't imagine being
must have
anywhere
been
and not
miserable.
having a good time.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
there you
true,
go.
too.
Exactly.
Because we make our own fun, don't we, Rocket?
Oh, yes. I've been making fun of myself for a long time.
Yep.
So today we were at Seuss Land. And I hope I said that
Oh,
correctly.
nice.
Not Zeus. I said that once before.
Yeah,
It's
Seuss, as in Dr. Seuss.
As in Dr. Seuss. And I cannot wait for you to bring little guy
Oh, my
down
God, he's gonna
to
love
Dr. Seuss Land.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
See, that's nice.
It's
Yeah, he'll love it.
beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's and the Who's from Whoville are all
Yeah.
around the park, and they are so nice.
Oh,
I am all about Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
We just
Nice.
went into Cat in a Hat. It's a ride down there. And I haven't read the Seuss books for so long. I literally forgot that Thing 1 and Thing 2 were bad.
We're just mischievous,
yeah.
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 Sounds like a job for and I.
yes. Right?
Yep, Thing 1 and Thing 2. Oh my God, we'll get you guys T-shirts like
yeah,
that.
we'll do the Thing
Yeah,
1, Thing
yeah.
2 t-shirts. I like that.
Thing 1 and Thing 2. Yeah, but you're getting a red wig.
But they have blue hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Their hair is blue.
Yeah, so we'll both have to
Yeah,
get
red pajamas.
Yeah,
All
in
right.
red pajamas.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
all we got to do is all we got to do is put a little product in it and some blue ink shampoo. I mean, you're pretty much silver. So.
Yeah. that's
exactly.
right.
It doesn't take
It'd be
anything
easy.
to dye my hair now.
It'd be so
Oh
easy.
my God.
That'll be fun. I'll walk around the park saying that, knowing Thing 1 and Thing 2. That'll be fun.
They had a show today that we saw. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You'll be looking at us sideways going, yeah, I'm with them.
Actually, no. You probably won't even get a second look because you know how
Yeah.
many people walk around there with Thing 1 and Thing 2 shirts
Oh yeah,
on.
there's quite a few. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, you've seen the pictures, Doc, of us
Don't
being.
even look twice at
They don't.
the Wizard Road, except for
Nope.
me because I look like a professor, like a wizarding professor. I mean,
Yeah.
I just,
hat and
Well,
all.
but I tell you what, I'm not the oldest person there to wear a robe.
That's for sure. We're not.
Oh, really?
No,
I'll tell you
no.
the thing Thing 1 and Thing 2. That's how I refer to my ex-husbands.
Oh, boy. Whoa.
That's not right.
It's funny, though.
It was
It's
funny.
funny.
Yeah.
There's Thing 1
you guys
and Thing
went
2.
to You went to Seuss Land. What show did you see? What were you saying?
Oh,
Some
they
show?
had a live adaptation of The Grinch,
The
Oh,
Grinch Who
really?
Stole Christmas.
and it was very well done.
Phenomenal.
It was only a half hour long, but it was really great. And they had it
Cool.
on one of the sound stages down here. You know, they had the stage set up like a big theater, and yeah, it was really cool.
It was.
So you have to wear masks there, or they?
No,
Oh,
that's the other
Well,
thing.
that's the other thing. This is a free
It's
state.
Florida.
It's Florida. That's what they said to us when we
Florida.
checked in. The guy behind the desk said, I have to wear it because he's the employee. He said, but this is Florida. You don't have to wear it. Because one of his first questions was, are the masks necessary? Because everybody's walking around without them.
Now, some people wear them. It's up to you if
Yes,
you want
it's up to
you
you,
know.
but you don't have to.
But
And they don't make you.
And they don't make you.
We
When
haven't
when
had
were
a mask
here-
on
when
since
we
we got
were
off the
here
plane.
Back in
Yeah, well, the governor
May,
down
you
there
did.
is very much against this being railroaded into doing what everybody
Yes.
says you should be doing.
Yeah.
He's fighting it every
Well.
step of the way.
Yeah, and,
Wow.
and yet the infection rate down here is no worse than anywhere else. So
Well, it's
Go
weird
figure.
because it's with everything going like around the world, like our listening audience. There are some of those places they're on severe lockdown.
severe lockdown.
Like severe lockdown.
I know.
Like we feel for you guys. We've been
Yeah, we do.
there.
Let's think about Florida with all this stuff, okay? What is Florida known for other than the two big theme parks?
Oh, oranges.
yeah.
Beaches.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
they
beach.
call
The
Florida God's waiting room
Because all the old people.
Oh,
because all the old people are down there.
Yeah,
So
that's
why aren't
right.
Why aren't their COVID numbers higher? I mean,
Right.
That general populace according to the CDC, is more vulnerable to
Yeah,
COVID
you're right.
Yeah.
than
Yeah, you know what,
any
you're right.
other
Yep.
population. So
Than
why
any
aren't they dropping
demographic.
like flies?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
you're
true.
Right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Yep.
There
Never thought of that.
should be a lot of for sale signs out on a
There
lot of
should
different
be, right?
places
Because
around.
they have so many communities that are 55 and over down here. I
Yeah.
mean, not one or two. There's hundreds.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them? They're like resorts. They'll go to a place.
Yes,
and
some of those communities are. They have their own
Yeah, hey, charge
golf
us to my
course.
room.
Yeah,
Do this. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
Those kind of
I'm thinking
communities
about it.
start in the Carolinas and work their way down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They're
awesome.
beautiful, self-contained communities.
Yeah.
They've
We'll have
got
to
their own
check into
schools.
that.
They've got their own shopping centers. They've got their own, pretty much anything and everything you want. Movie theaters, restaurants. They're set up so that you never have to leave your community.
That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it
That
is.
It is kind of cool.
Speaking
You know,
of,
but-
go ahead.
Could be interesting, could be bad too. Could be one of those things where, you have to meet a certain criteria. They don't let you buy within the community.
Yeah. We're out.
Yeah, it's yeah. In a way, it's also like living in an HOA, So it's like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
speaking of movie theaters, we went to see a movie
you go?
down here. There's a really cool theater here. Dude, the seats in this theater are recliners.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
You sit in there,
They're
and,
great.
and they're electric recliners, like what we just got at the house. You just push a button and your legs go up. You're like, oh yeah.
Great.
Do they have food in there and stuff? Like
Yeah.
they come off your seat?
Well, no. It's
Like the movie tavern? You ever been to the movie
No,
tavern?
No,
not
not
like
yet.
that. But
Not
they
yet.
will.
Oh.
They will bring it to your
They will
chair.
bring your snacks to you. You can get
Yeah.
on the app, order your popcorn stuff, and they'll bring it to your chair.
They also had like chicken
Yeah.
and burgers and stuff.
yeah, they have little stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's awesome. They bring beer. They bring yeah.
I don't
movie
think they had
tavern, you go
alcohol
up
at this
there.
one.
That's
we didn't
cool. But
look.
the theater's awesome though.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Anyway,
Except when you just walked 7 miles and you're tired.
Yeah.
so we went to see Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh man, I want to know about it, but I don't want you to ruin it.
We won't spoil
We won't
it.
spoil it. I'll just tell you.
We're gonna go see it again.
It's really good. It's
Put it
really
that way.
well
Really?
done, and it really does justice to being part of the original Ghostbuster story.
Yes, I agree.
It really does.
It's a good story.
Really good. I'm excited,
Yeah.
and that's a cool place to see it, man. That's
That
I'm
is a cool
jealous.
place to see it.
So I fell asleep for 10 minutes. That's why I made that
What?
comment.
Yeah,
I was
didn't
so
even realize she was
relaxed.
so tired.
Oh
and
my
so
God, I was
relaxed in
so
the chair.
tired.
And then they started late, and we had dinner reservations
And we
at
had to fly
Margaritaville.
out.
So as soon as the movie ended, we got up, and I'm like, there's stuff going to be in the credits. There's going to be stuff in the credits. There's always stuff in the credits
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And just as we're walking out, sure enough, we heard something start. It's like we have to get to Margaritaville.
We had a run
We
for our
have
reservation as it was.
So we're actually going to we're going to go and see it again. We're actually going to take a couple hours and go and see the movie again and see it all the way through. It was good.
Same place.
Oh yeah, we're going to do it while we're down
Yeah,
here
yeah,
because
yeah.
we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and the
Nice,
ticket
yeah, I
prices
can't wait
were
to see
better
it.
than back home.
Really,
Back home, you see a movie for what, like
$100.
yeah. This was like $11.99 a ticket.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think-
Everything's better down there.
It is. The last time we went to the movies in Easton, I believe it was $14 a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's if they're even open anymore. I'd rather stay
I
at
don't
home
think
and-
they are
and
open yet.
rent it.
I don't
Back
think
home.
I don't think the theaters are open.
No.
Really?
I haven't. The one up there by the Walmart
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah, that's
That's
okay.
still closed.
Yeah, that's still closed. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. And now with the new strand that they're saying is coming out, nothing's
Yeah.
going to be open.
Yeah.
we just heard about that down
Ew,
here.
The Omicrons. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go again.
Here we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
again. This is never going to end.
Look, it's going to be weaker anyway because, like any other virus, the longer it goes, yes, they mutate because they're viruses. They're trying to stay alive, so they try to adapt. But the thing is, the more you adapt, the weaker you get. It's just like making a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. Eventually, you're not going to have a picture.
Well, whoever's engineering the new mutation and sending it out.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
Fauci.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a whole episode for that. We have a whole episode for that.
Yeah. You just kind of.
But I'll tell you, it's. I'm anxious for you guys to come back so we can get to see the pictures and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have lots of pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you got a few more days, so you're good.
Yeah, we
Oh
are.
yeah.
Are you gonna be there all week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we come home on Friday.
So what's the plan? Just every day in Universal?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Nice.
I imagine there's a lot to see.
There is.
You know, it's funny because as many times as we've been there, we're still finding new things.
Yeah.
Seeing new things
Really?
we hadn't noticed before.
And we found,
oh, yeah.
we found a restaurant that we've never, gotten into before, and we didn't. It was just, you would like it.
Yeah, we
Doc.
thought of you, Doc.
It's Mediterranean
like?
food.
Oh yeah, I like it already.
It was delicious. It was just fantastic.
Nice.
It's called Mythos.
All right, you gotta take me there.
Yeah, because you will like it.
What about Hard Rock? You go to Hard Rock?
Well, we have reservations there. I think Thursday night or last night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll let you
nice,
know about that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We always like Margaritaville, but we've been there already this trip.
I'm trying to think if I ate when I was down there. I don't think I did. I packed stuff for my little guy. We just ate throughout the day.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
that's
where
okay.
Yeah, well, that's a
too.
lot cheaper.
That is a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Well, he was hungry every 15 minutes, too.
Yeah.
Also was I. I'm not,
I think the food here is a little bit less expensive than at Disney.
Yes, and a higher quality too.
Yeah?
I'm gonna say
Depending
that.
on where you go, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get
Everywhere
and you get,
that we did eat was awesome. The
and you
food
get
was awesome
decent
everywhere.
portions too.
Cool.
You get a decent portion. You don't go, I paid how much for what? It's like you're like, yeah, that was worth it.
Yeah.
We had breakfast
Nice.
this morning at the Leaky Cauldron, and it was
Yeah.
expensive for a breakfast. It was $20 each for breakfast, and you're getting pancakes and eggs.
$17.99.
Yeah, and with a
honestly.
drink.
Okay,
I mean,
all right,
it is.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
over
you're
20.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
So I think that's a bit pricey, for pancakes and
Yeah.
eggs, really.
Well, we don't do it. We don't do that
yeah.
one every day.
No, we don't. That's a one and done.
Now, see, that's the one thing about the Cabana Bay was when we were at that resort is that has that like cafeteria style
yeah, it has
thing,
the Bayliner Diner.
and we have breakfast over there
Yeah.
for like $18 for the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's much more affordable.
Yeah, it's good. But, going out is part of the fun of being away.
It is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just having, I enjoy that.
Yeah, but it's nice to get the lay of the land and kind of know where you're going and what you're doing, so you can make the most of what you've got there and not blow your budget entirely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It takes a little bit of planning and knowing what you want.
Well, that's why we're counting on both of you
Oh, well,
to have it all mapped out for us.
we will definitely help
That's
you
why we're
out
going to
with
use
that.
Petey's travel service.
That's
yeah,
right.
Petey's travel agency. Yeah,
I charge no commission.
nice. Uh-huh. Talked about doing the thing down there, meeting some of the fans, and did you get a chance to see the PSNORKIS Legacy put some PSNORKIS merchandise on the website?
I got to be honest with you. We were a bit tired last night. We just kind of we didn't really go to bed early, but we sort of fell asleep early.
Yeah, gotcha.
So that's one of the things we want to do tonight is check that out.
Yeah,
'Cause
give
I
it a
did
look.
get your text on that, and the
Yeah,
link.
it looks pretty cool. We've got some pretty good feedback already
Oh, really?
on it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting
Awesome.
stuff.
So
but
excited.
It's, good things happening. I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah, see, we all like that.
LegacyBrewing.shop, the best coffee. And the coffee sucks here, by the way. Bring your own
Does
coffee
it?
if you can't. Oh, it's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it really is. I can't lie.
It's not great, and I'm nowhere near as picky about coffee as she is. I mean, I can drink even the crap, just because it's coffee. She
Yeah.
just get.
Oh, I am particular.
She'll just throw it out. She's like, I can't even drink this.
I travel with Lipton tea bags. What can I tell you?
That's good. Yeah. Maybe it's time to switch to tea when we go on
There's
vacation.
nothing like a good tea bag.
Oh, there we go. I didn't expect you to say that.
I think what I meant it to sound like and how it came out were two different things.
Yeah, it reminds me of a joke, What does a 70-year-old guy and a Christmas tree have in common?
I don't know what.
The wood's dead and the balls are for decoration.
You know what? You're breaking up for some reason.
Up. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Did you miss my punch? Does that mean you missed my punchline?
Yeah, yes, we did.
Okay. Should we try it again?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
What does a 70-year-old and a Christmas tree have in common?
Okay, what?
The wood is dead and the balls are for decoration.
Oh, jeez.
That's probably wrong.
Yep.
But from what I understand from people that I worked with before that have worked in like old folks' homes, it's true.
Yes.
Just saying.
They don't use Viagra for anything other than to keep them from falling out of bed.
Oh, jeez.
And on was it on Thanksgiving or was it Friday?
What?
When we were at Cabana Bay yet, they actually had their annual tree lighting ceremony.
Yes, that was on Friday. That was
on
the
Friday.
day after
Okay.
Thanksgiving. It
They
was
had
on
their
Black
tree
Friday.
lighting. Now they had this huge because they have a very high ceiling, so they have like this 25, 30-foot Christmas tree in the
lobby
in
of
the lobby
hotel room or hotel
of the
resort.
Yeah, and they had their annual lighting ceremony, and they had a little band there. They weren't that good, but they were fun. It was fun. But they had indoor ice skaters. They just laid down those sheets of Teflon, which kind of acts like ice, and they had a couple of ice skaters that were there. It was kind of
It was
nice.
a really small rink that they had for them.
It was
and
very
the girl
small.
there was a couple skating. She did a triple on this very small.
she
It was
was
maybe
really
6
good.
by 3. That's all the bigger this space
wow.
was. I was pretty impressed.
But it was just
It was
a nice
adorable.
way of doing it. They did like a whole like little thing indoors. It was nice.
It really was.
What about Black Friday? Do anything on Black Friday? Was it crazy anywhere?
Like shopping wise, no, we stayed here.
Yeah.
We
Just
missed
stay there.
all that
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we just stayed here in the park, but like I said, it was crowded
It was very
because
crowded.
everybody was off.
Yeah, that's the downside on holidays.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't stand the crowd, like a huge crowd like that.
Well,
That takes the fun out of it.
Friday was our first day here, so we kind of knew we weren't getting on anything or doing anything. So we just kind of walked
That's when I
around
walked around and I took a lot
and
of
looked
pictures.
at things
I
and took a
carried
lot
the
of
camera
took
around
a
and
lot of
took
pictures. So that way it worked out. With low expectations for anything else. And we did do some things like the Shrek ride is going
That's
to no
going
longer
away.
be.
We did that.
Good,
We did
because
that. That was
that's
fun.
going away.
Yeah, that's cute.
Oh, really?
Yep,
and
yep,
I
that's
believe
one
January 20th.
That's run its, as far as they're concerned, has kind of run its course, and they're going to do something else.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I
It
liked
was
that.
cute. It was cute.
Yeah.
My brother's girlfriend looked like Fiona. Less the green complexion.
I had a girlfriend that looked like Shrek.
Well,
Oh,
that's
jeez. Oh, jeez.
It was back in the days when you were drinking heavily, right, Doc?
They all look good at closing time.
And yet I should
Yeah,
have
they're
been
the
drinking
yeah the
more.
two the 2 at 10 and the 10 at 2.
Bugger off.
What about Transformer Ride? Do that?
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
We did that on Friday, I think.
That much so much.
Yeah, my little guy didn't like that.
He didn't like that
Oh,
one.
that
Nah.
one's a little bit violent for somebody
he
who's
got a
not
little
on
scared.
rides. Yeah,
Yeah, that one. Yeah, there's a lot of motion to that
yeah,
one.
there is.
I loved that. I thought that was awesome.
It is. It's good,
That was
and with the
good.
3D
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
I tend to, as I'm getting older, I tend, especially the ones in the 3D, tend to get me a
Headaches.
little. Yeah, I get a little ill.
Yeah,
I get a little queasy now.
So we were going to
sometimes.
pick up some Dramamine for him this trip because it started maybe 2 years ago. He started
I
feeling a
figured,
little
yeah,
off.
maybe that'll help.
But we couldn't find Dramamine.
And I know they make
Really?
it.
Yeah. It must be you
What
have to
about-
ask behind the pharmacy, which I didn't think to do.
Order it on
Or just go
Amazon.
to,
They've got
like,
everything.
Yeah.
Go to the medical station there at the park. They should just have it.
Oh, really? Yeah, we should try
I'm
that.
gonna just give it to you.
Yeah, they also
Yeah.
have motion sickness bands, patches for behind your ear, or
Yeah, I've seen those.
bracelets
not
that have
here.
pressure points on them.
I didn't know that. I've never heard
I
of that.
have heard of them, yeah. And she knows the pressure
Yeah,
points, so
she would.
knows if they
So
work.
do they work then?
I have no idea because my brand of motion sickness isn't like anybody else's I know.
Oh.
Because I had head trauma and I have a floater in my right ear. So sudden movement can make me spin.
Oh.
I have a
that's
very
terrible.
exciting life.
Just getting up in the morning's a challenge, I guess.
No, it's actually it's not that way. Like you learn to compensate for it. When it was first diagnosed, it was horrible.
I would imagine.
Vertigo is a horrible, horrible thing. And they do have a surgery for it now. I was told that they could go into my inner eardrum and fix it. But the idea of somebody poking around in my ear is just terrifying to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be to me too.
Don't blame you. Yep.
So it's going to stay like that. I'll just learn to compensate for it. And there's things I don't do because I do get sick.
And it's funny because all the years I've known you, I've heard a lot of people tell you to stick it in your ear.
Yeah, thing one and thing two.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
well,
up your nose.
what does that say about thing one and thing two? Only big enough to go in my ear. Oh, yeah.
So much for the family show part.
Yeah, whoops.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, gotta love it. I can't wait till we're all sitting around the table together.
Oh, me
Yeah,
too.
you don't
Yeah,
need any
it'll be
help.
good.
You're bad.
It'll be good. And then, Rocket can explain, what she did to Rebel. I can find out some detail about what went on.
Well, the
Gotta
question of
find out.
questions is there a second date?
We'll have to find that out.
Yeah, we got to find that out.
We do have to. We have to warn him.
Well,
Yeah.
you have
no.
to live vicariously.
This guy.
You have to live vicariously
Well,
through
let
the
him
other
find
people
out
in
the
our
hard way
group.
like everybody else did.
Yeah, let him learn the hard way.
He has no
Listen.
idea what he's in store
We'll just
for.
sit back and watch the show.
Right?
Listen, I know for a fact that he's an acquired taste. I mean,
So is she.
it's one of
Oh,
those
see,
deals where you
yeah.
either really like them or you don't.
Uh,
There's probably not a lot of middle ground.
And I
okay
guess
with
that she had a good time then, so that's a good sign.
well, that's
Well,
good.
I did preface the date. I did do that. Like he was in for a visit and we had a conversation. So
Oh, you
Okay.
warned him. That's not fair. That's not
I just
fair.
told him to be on his best behavior and that she liked a
Oh,
gentleman
that's
with
okay.
old-fashioned values,
Which she
was-
does.
Okay.
Which she does. And he said, "Well, doesn't everybody do that?" I said, "Where you been living?"
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Not for a long time that I've been able to see, that's for sure.
Oh my God. I got to give her kudos. The fact that she's teaching her young man how to be a proper young man is going to make some young lady very happy, and probably that young lady's parents if they have a clue.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, it's not how you see people being raised nowadays. Well, how many people are actually raising their kids? I mean, don't they just kind of grow?
Yeah.
A good portion of the populace. I mean, come on.
Unfortunately, a lot of people have to work. You have two parents, if there are even two parents in the home, that both have to work, and where does the kid go? A lot of people don't have the option of family helping. Their kids are in preschool all day, or they're in
Yeah. They're in school or
yeah,
preschool, being
yeah.
raised by the
by
the people that
By
are
the
out
system.
yeah, by the system.
there, and I'm sure that leaves a lot to be desired. I know it would for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As my father said, if the kids are going to get anybody's bad habits, they're going to be mine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, I have...
You have kids?
No, well...
Your kids?
only
What?
Sort of.
ours. No, I had this thing. I told you we were at Cabana Bay, and I told you it's got a '50s theme in the cafeteria area, the dining area. they have these big, huge, like, jumbotrons up on the walls, and they run, like, little snippets of old
television
commercials
and
and stuff like that from, like, the 50s. I mean, the old black and whites, you know, and like old car commercials, old this, everything. No sound, just the videos constantly playing while you're sitting there. And, you know, some of those things I'm sorry to say, or both sorry and kind of excited to say, I remember that, you know. And there's some I'm like, wow, that's even before my time. Well, anyway, one of the things it showed was, you know, somebody like, you know, with a home movie, black and white home movie of their kids crawling across a jungle gym, you know.
Yeah.
And we started talking about, boy, you can never find that now.
God, no.
Jungle gym.
There are no jungle gyms now. There's none of that
Yeah,
Just
stuff.
find your kid laying on the couch with a computer in her hand.
yeah, that's all they could do.
Well, but just nobody has a jungle gym because everyone's afraid, oh, little Johnny might get hurt. Oh, little Johnny needs to get hurt. All right?
Yeah. It's like those spinning metal wheels that you used to jump on and off of.
I was telling her about one I grew up on. Yeah, the little merry-go-round thingies in the parks.
How about click clacks? Remember those?
Oh, click clacks.
Click clacks. Dangerous, man. They'll take your eye out.
Take your eye out. They take your ear off.
And why were they called click clacks? Because when you went one way, they went click. When you went the other way, they went clack.
Clack, yeah. Those are those
clack, click, clack, click, clack, click.
those hard plastic balls at the end of a string.
Yep.
Well, I then, you know, I'm talking to Petey, and I'm like, you know, there would be a really cool experiment if time travel were possible.
What's up?
Well, first thing we'd have to do is we'd have to go randomly select like half a dozen kids. So, Mike, we're going to need your van and some lollipops. But, no, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm not taking the weekend off for anyone.
Oh my God.
No.
You just went to a real bad place there.
You're welcome. Anyway, the 6, you know, from like various, all right, take them back in time to like when we were growing up.
They've already done that. Haven't you seen it with the telephones?
Drop them off at a playground. No, drop them off at a proper playground that had jungle gym stuff like that. Say, okay, go play for a couple hours.
Yeah.
They'd
See how many
sit
melted
there
on the metal slide?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know,
In shorts in 90-degree weather.
Yes. Go play and see which ones, if any of them, even survived.
Could figure it out, yeah.
It'd be New Survivor.
Oh my God.
These kids have no idea what
It'd be
we
the
used
kid
to
game.
do.
The classic
They have
edition.
no idea what we used to do for fun.
Yeah.
Did it always work out? No. I slipped off a couple of bars. I bounced off.
Yeah.
And you know what? The stuff underneath the ground underneath the monkey bars when I was growing up didn't have a bunch of
Roots.
freaking
it
didn't have any cut up tires.
A bunch of tires.
It didn't have 3 inches of cut up tires, shreddered tires underneath there. It didn't have any
dirt.
mulch. It might have mulch. It might have
No, it didn't have mulch. It did. Your monkey bars did not have mulch. They had dirt.
They had dirt.
Yeah,
It was
dirt,
packed down dirt, too.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
From everybody else
Yes.
falling and packing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you fell, all you heard was thud.
Dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a certain sound to it. You learn not to fall.
Yeah. You know, Madman's idea of fun. You know, harassing next door neighbor girls trying to get the swimsuit bottoms off so they can drown.
I love having a pool.
It almost cost you your life a couple times.
Oh, is that how you almost drowned?
He's one of them.
Man, what were you thinking?
These kids wouldn't survive. They would not survive.
He wasn't thinking. You gotta be kidding. He wasn't thinking. He didn't even know what Kajunis were. Oh, it's so bad. See, now this is when you know that we know too much about each other.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, 48 years worth.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think kids today would survive.
They would just sit down on the grass and not do anything.
Yeah, because they'd be afraid to even try.
They wouldn't even know what to do.
I mean, look, we knew that we could, if we let go, it was going to hurt.
Yeah.
But we did it.
We saw because the neighbor kid did it first.
Because it was always somebody else that was less physically adept at things than we. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, ooh, so if I miss that, it's going to end up like him. Okay, I got to make sure I don't miss that.
Yeah.
You
They
learn to
don't do
live.
that anymore. They don't get hurt on the playground.
Go across
They
from
get
the opposite end and try to take your sister's hands off of it.
Right.
Yeah, her fingers off, let her fall.
I mean, come on, lawn darts.
Lawn darts.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell was wrong with lawn darts?
Those things were
Well, a
great.
couple
So my
people
brother
got them
threw one and
embedded
ran
in
to
their
the
head.
side of the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the summer our pool got a puncture wound.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, what the heck? You just ruined your summer fun.
Well, he put a hole in the swimming pool and then ran and hid. And my father came out, in typical dad fashion. Oh, what the hell did you do now? Well, that's going to make a mess. Don't pull that out of there. Leave it alone. I got to fix it first.
Oh, God.
If you're doing with the patch from the inside, so you can pull the lawn dart out of the side wall.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Not many men can fix that now either.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing.
If somebody to call, I could call somebody.
But most men aren't particularly handy anymore either. That's the other thing. Is this new generation of adults is coming up? They don't even know which end of the hammer to hold.
Hammer? What's a hammer?
Yeah.
That's that thing my cousin put in the back of my head when I was 5.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Falls first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's not
Split
kidding.
my skull. That's how I got the floater in my ear. Blunt force trauma to the head.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
It's always a great conversation. We don't see each other for a while, and I'll go down and we'll
Hey,
be sitting
remember that
around
time
at dinner.
you
tried to
buried
kill
the
me.
hammer in my head?
I always say to John, do you remember that time you tried to kill me? He's like, stop. Thinking, you're acting like you're traumatized. It was my head.
Yeah. You're never going to let that go, are you?
That would be a no.
No. It all started with the little army men. We had to dig a trench for them because they had to have their little guns up over the edge so they could shoot
the
the
Green
enemy.
Army men. Sure, we had those.
Remember
too.
digging trenches for the army men?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the dirt was a little hard. The hammer looked like the ideal thing to do. I bent down to pull dirt out. He swung down to get some more dirt out, and boom,
wow.
and there it was.
Jesus.
So it wasn't even a clean hammer; it was full of dirt.
Oh.
And I'm still alive. I didn't die.
Jeez.
Now, see, that would kill a kid nowadays
Yeah.
because they're just not as tough as we were.
And not to mention that, nowadays, if that happened, the mother would sue.
Yes, for sure.
You're getting sued. Your kid put a hammer in my kid's head. I'm suing you. I don't care if you're my cousin.
And back in our and back in our days, our parents would look and say, "Well, what did you do to deserve that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What'd you do?
What did you
Nowadays,
What did you do that made him do that to you?
they get more hurt with their feelings on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, they hurt my feelings. I'm going to go home and tell daddy and daddy.
Yeah, the weather here in Pennsylvania
No,
is
you
appropriate
didn't.
for snowflake
no,
season.
you didn't.
Too soon?
Oh my God.
That's what they do.
Finally, you really want to get me fired up with like less than a minute left in this show.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm sorry.
my God.
That's just
Oh
something.
my
Time for a madman rant.
No.
Just let that sit in face. Let it marinate for a while until you get back. Then we'll
Like I said,
bring it up again.
'Tis the season. It's 28 degrees and balmy here. You know, the snowflakes will survive. Till tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Good things.
Oh.
Madman.
Well, anyway, speaking of social experiments, this one's about over. I mean, we're at our time there. It's been an hour. It's been interesting doing a remote show like this.
I enjoy.
Hopefully, you know, in about a year from now, somewhere in that area, then we're all doing it down here. You know.
Yeah.
Awesome. You mean visiting the park?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means.
Visiting the park and doing a podcast.
Yeah, so doing it from
You
here.
said doing it down there.
Oh, well. Okay.
It is vacation.
It is vacation, is right.
Well, this is what happens when you try to have a family show at a family location.
Yeah, with us, it doesn't last long. We go into it with the best of intentions,
We tried.
Yeah.
We did try.
and then we become ourselves.
Yeah.
Yep, here's looking up your old address.
One of the places we should consider maybe is that other hotel where they have the party up on the roof.
Oh, the Aventura.
Yeah, I think we'd fit right in
Well,
there.
let's look into that one. Let's see what its rates are. Let's see what its amenities are.
I like
and
parties
see-
on the roof.
Yeah,
They
literally.
They have a big. They have like a big. It looks like a big rooftop bar. There's always like music coming from there at night and stuff
They
like
look
that.
happy.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah.
We have to do that.
We'll have to check into that one and
Yeah,
see
we will.
what it's like.
All right, you guys have a new mission
Yep.
while you're down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Check it out. Report back your findings.
Oh, speaking of like, there is a show down here of Jason Bourne. It's called the Bourne Stunt Tacular.
You know what? We were gonna see that
It's a
and we didn't
live
do it.
action stunt show.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool, actually.
Oh, you have no idea how cool it is.
But you're going to find out.
But you're going to
It's
find
good, huh?
out. Just make sure he can take some loud noises and stuff like that.
Well, it sounds like we got a potential itinerary for things we must do.
Oh, yeah. If you
Yeah.
guys come down with us, I will definitely be taking you to all the really cool stuff. Because there's a lot of it down here. There really
Oh,
is.
that's going to be fun.
We'd have a great time down here together, all of
Yeah.
us.
Well, we have a great time together wherever we go.
You're right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep, I'm
Doesn't
looking
take
forward
much
to
to
it.
hang
for
out
sure.
with us. Just warped. You got to be a little warped.
Got to be a little warped.
Nice.
So,
Good things. Good things.
All right.
oh, with that, we are out of time. And next time you hear us, we'll all be back together in the studio. It's
So sayonara. Enjoy the rest of your vacation.
nice. Thank you very much.
Safe
Rocket.
travels. Safe
Thanks,
travels
Doc.
back.
Appreciate
Doc.
it.
We'll see you guys soon.
Have fun. And have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
oh, we're
don't
gonna
do anything we
definitely
wouldn't do.
Oh, that leaves the door wide
have
open.
fun. Especially with her.
What can I say?
So thanks for
Until
joining
next
us. Yep. Till next time. Thanks for joining us here on the PSNORKIS. We will catch you again next time. And by the way, we found out we actually have even more countries listening now too. We didn't even get to that point. We'll get to that at one of our regular shows back home in the studio. But thanks for joining in, guys. Take care. Have fun. We'll see you real soon.